Well, hello from Dane's Dyke. Dale's just gone out with the drone to the RNLF, the Royal National Institute, with a drone, and it's quite windy out there, so he's doing well. Yeah. Bring it back in, Dale, before you lose it.
I don't know, what do you think they'd take it?
He's quite old, to be honest. Yeah, we've just we've just actually come into the war bunker and found this in the actual war bunker. You'll know which war bunker it is because if you go back and you'll see I did a video of EVPs in here. But yeah, and also as well, there's another box which H is just looking in, but it's totally empty. Age 14. Died 2nd of February 2008. Stuart David Thompson.
Okay,
Hey, what's that?
No unusual.
But it's just the thing that's interesting for me is the fact that you're both picking up on it at the same time. And there's often times when I've been with you both and you've not been, right next to each other, and you both kind of reacting to it almost like, so it's not like you're kind of feeding off each other, it's almost like you're independently responding to it. So yeah, it's interesting, but it doesn't really prove anything, does it? It's just a feeling.
No.
Really what we need is we need to see something to kind of confirm it, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, hello people, and welcome from Dane's Dyke. I'll just show you a little bit of the view. You see the actual steps and the beach down there. Plenty of dog water goes on this Sunday morning. But yeah, so first of all I'd like to apologise if it's a little bit wobbly. The gimbal's playing up at the moment. I've not had a chance to set it up because we've been rushed out of the place. So yeah, we've just come over to Dane's Dyke. So like I say, it's wind's dropped, and we're just doing a little bit of drone footage and checking the place out. And I think Mick's called putting a trail camera up, and I might be putting the other 24/7 Wi-Fi camera up later on. So we're just trying to find a spot, which you all know I'm doing the work on the film beyond the Vale with Paul Sinclair and Chris Turner. So yeah, we're just trying to see if we can get something, but basically where the beaches last night, that's where they were stood, and they heard whistling from the top here. Now it may have been a dog walker, but they said they heard it twice, but they didn't hear any voices or nothing. So you know, it's like if you hear whistling and then you hear like "come on boy," something like that, you know, like a dog, you know, you usually kind of, you know, it's a dog walker. But last night it was just whistling twice, which was quite strange, but they all heard it. And we're going to probably come back tonight and have a look at the actual place in the dark and see if we can get a bit more sense of
I just wondered what it was.
But I mean, I've just walked in from the cliff tops over here and come into
Did you hear that whistle then?
woodland.
Yeah, I
It's
did,
Dane's
yeah.
dark start for the woodland.
Yeah, what?
And I felt
Something
like a
whistled.
strange energy when I came in. It's still there. It's still a strange place, but an interesting place. But like I said, we're here all week, so
Yeah.
you know, let's see what this week brings. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it should present itself. I've got a good feeling because we're in the right time of year for stuff kind of ramping up. So yeah. And the other thing as well, when I come with Chris the other week, that the cottage is further away from Dane's Dyke, but now it's only over a little bit of a field, and you know, you're straight into Dane's Dyke, so it's dead easy to just nip in at night, you know, even if it's later on or stuff like that. So it's a cracking place, base place where we're, you know, sorted for bed and board. So yeah, so on that note, just keep watching and let's see what we can find, and I'll keep you informed of what's going on. I'm doing a lot of drone footage this morning, but I think we're going to do a bit more camera work in a minute. Okay, keep watching, I'll see you soon. Lynch, oh, it seems to be operating now. Oh no, no, it just keeps dropping.
Got the lights doing that. Change batteries.
Is it showing full battery?
Yeah, right.
How bizarre. But, you know,
But yeah, again, it's cold.
it's cold, like Mick says, but have you had this before, Mick?
I have had it before and it's been too really cold.
Right, okay.
That's the only problem with this. Doesn't. But I've got this. It's been nice and warm in my pocket. My other
So Mick's going to try another battery, even though that was showing fully charged, but it may be a cold battery. Let's see what this does. This will be unusual. This shows
see, fully charged.
fully charged, just
Current mode. Follow.
What have I done with my phone? Right. Just got to connect again.
yeah. So apparently this is where the whistling was heard last night, and it's not far over there to our right. I mixed on a bit with that. That's where Mick had his little, what we call the rubber arm incident. We were talking about it last night, and actually reviewing some old footage of it, what Mick's from his side of things, how, you know, it was caught on Mick's camera. I think it was Psionics at the time, but that's just a little bit up there, up in the thing. But obviously this week we'll get over there and do some night things and everything, so that'll be interesting. But let's just have a look what Mick's back up to now. It's connected. If it's
Manual control.
again.
Now that is strange. That is strange, that. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so like you see now, that Mick,
That is strange, that,
the
isn't
day
it?
after the video you
And that's been in your
where
pocket, so it can't be
the problem
cold.
in Dane's dyke where it kept dropping. Mick has had this problem before when it does get a little bit cold at Winter Hill, but it weren't really that cold.
Right, okay,
I know you're right.
you know, I'll not keep rolling on Mick while he's mowing about, but
not really that
if we get
high
it
up,
going,
and,
there's a
it
second
wasn't that
difference
cold
of
in
weather, I'll let
Dane's
you know
but as you can
a bit
see,
later on.
brought it back,
but
charged them again overnight.
Mick's had that problem before with a cold battery, but you've just seen he's got it out of his pocket and he's done it again. But I've never seen him have problems with it, and I've seen him use it a lot. With amber eyes has been seen in this area around here, so it seems strange that it's so we're going to have to do a little bit more investigation here at night, I think, but that's why we just stood here, because it's like Mick says, the heaviness is just going more and more on us. It's like something's watching in a sense, but
you know, when you walk in, when you stop and you get your breath and that, you go back to normal, but you know, if you get dizziness or open up in
but maybe something is watching us, I don't know, but it is strange.
it's almost like being compressed, isn't it?
Yeah, Mick's just trying to describe it. It's like I said before, it's very hard. Dale and H are asking what's it feel like, but it's very hard to tell people unless you feel it yourself what it's like, the actual presence. It's the heaviness of it, but the more we study it, the heavier it's getting, so I just can't. We're going to come back here and do a little bit more investigation at night, I think. This seems an active area in a way, and it's an ideal vantage point for something looking down at, or looking up at us to see what traffic is coming down the road as well. Right, okay, on that note we're going to press on a little bit further up the hill. Right, keep watching and let's see what we can find. Place where a lot of the activity is seen on the werewolf side of things, the amber eyes, and like I said, the two women who were parked up in the car park. This is the way it came, and obviously Michael with the Range Rover as well. That's only just over there. We've just walked over, and I'll probably do a bit more measuring and whatnot in the week, but today we're just getting a bit of a feel of the place. But yeah, there's definitely a really good vantage point from here as well, where it's totally flat, and Mick's just putting a trail camera up for the full week, and we'll see if it captures anything. But this drops immediately straight down into the dyke, as you can see, so you know, if something's hanging about from a good vantage point looking up at the car park to see who's coming in and then running off, you can always get a second cover by dropping down to the dyke. But yeah, so I'm just contemplating pulling the Wi-Fi camera up, because there seems to be a good signal here, and to see if it catches anything. But yeah, and if you're a subscriber to the cameras, what I'll do is we'll test it tonight, and then I'll send you an email, but you'll probably get the email before you see this anyway, and then you can view it, which a lot of people will be want to see, I'm sure. But yeah, so that's what we're up to at the moment. But yeah, Mick's just putting one camera up and then he's putting another camera up somewhere else, but maybe I might put mine up later on or something when there's less people hanging about, but we'll see. Okay, on that note, that's what's happening at Dane's dyke at the moment. Keep tuned, and let's see what else is about. But like I say, it's a cracking vantage point when you see it, looking straight up to the car park. and the main the main part of where people come in and park up. So it's a bit like, I said it to myself, it's a bit like Benton Cliffs, where we were actually watching again, where the actual entity is curious, and that's the same. It looks of what's actually happening on the car park as well, which is interesting. But we watched footage of it last night, what Mick caught, of the eye and the actual entity stood near the porter cabin on the cliff tops. So it is interesting indeed. Okay, keep tuned and I'll keep filling you in. Thanks for watching.
Now, I put the trail camera here because there's been reports, the car park's just behind us, and there's been reports of red eye shine, self-illuminating eye shine within this line of trees. I know when we come here, we always go a different way. We always stick to paths, and I've never seen anyone in this area. But for it to be seen in this area by people in parked cars and people walking the area, they've seen this red eye shine, and it's well known for dogman sightings around this area, or it may be one dogman sighting, don't know. So I put this here while we're here this week, and I'm going to leave it there, collect it at the end of the week, and have a good look and see if I capture anything paranormal. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, that's all you can hope for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, cheers, Mick.
Come straight ahead.
No. Don't think so, no. I don't see anything unusual about it as yet.
Take us up and down the stairs and things.
Danes Dyke is a dramatic ravine and earthworks on the Flamborough headland in East Yorkshire, England. Stretching about 4 kilometres across the peninsula, it was likely built in the Iron Age as a defensive boundary. Today it's a popular nature reserve known for its shaded woodland paths, rich wildlife, and a pebble beach where the dyke meets the sea.
The voice in the dyke. Hannah only meant to take a quick walk through Danes Dyke, but halfway down the trail, the woods went silent. No birds, no wind, just a cold stillness. Then she heard it, her grandfather's voice, soft and close behind her. This way. She followed it off the path and into a small hollow she'd never seen before. In the centre was an old trench lined with mossy stones. The air felt heavy, watching. Her grandfather's voice whispered again, then shifted, stretching, twisting into something not human. Stay with us. A pale, faceless figure began to rise from the trench, its long fingers scraping the eater. Han ran. When she reached the edge of the woods, the normal sounds returned as if nothing had happened. But she still hears the whisper, sometimes, drifting from the tree line. Come back.
Right, good morning people and welcome from Danes Dyke. As you can see, we're going to drop down and kind of finish off what we were doing yesterday, looking for the Pluty tree and the worshipping place, the bent trees and the actual archway.
We couldn't really find it today, I lost my bearings, but we've done a bit more investigation work, and Paul Sinclair was going to come and show me, but I thought I didn't want to really moidush Paul, to be honest, if he weren't coming this way. So we've done a little bit of investigation work, and we've kind of found out where it is now. You see Mick there doing a bit of filming. Dale's just got all the drone stuff, and H is over there, you can see him. There you go. Beautiful morning this morning, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I think a lot of stuff will dry out today, to be fair. It's a good day for the wind and the sun to come through and make the footpaths a bit drier in a way. Nice and crisp is what we like on a wintry, seasonable trek in Danes Dyke. But yeah, that's where we are. So we're just going to kind of follow our noses, and fingers crossed we do actually find what we're looking for. But we will. Today I'm feeling very confident. But yeah. So on that note, at the two-way path, should we go left or should we go right? I'll speak to you soon. Yeah, I'm just stood next to Dale, and I'm just looking at a part we've not really been to before, but look at the actual depth of the dyke. It's just madness, the height of it. And it's like Dale's just said, if you've slipped and you kind of made a bit of a tumble, I think you'd have a couple of bruises, to be honest. But yeah, it just shows you what they've actually, in a way of what we know, of what they've dug out. Just, but why did they do it? This is the question.
There's a path going this way, over here. It's a proper path, it's not just wait though. Missed a bit full of
Just trying to get our bearings. I don't think it's this far up. I think it's dropped further back.
Yeah, well, yesterday that's what you were saying.
Yeah, look where that took us.
I know.
Set me. Why the hell did I do that?
I'm sure it's down here.
Why
Something.
don't we just get the message up and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Heading towards the walking trail, that's 32 onto the golf course.
Thanks for getting in touch, mate. You asked about the strange whistling sound up at Danes Dyke, and all I can say is nothing would surprise me. I suppose we've got to keep us feet on the ground and realise that whistling sounds, people whistle dogs, people just whistle. But it must have been unusual enough for you guys to think, yeah, we've got something strange here. I place voice recorders in the dyke and I've not pulled any whistling sounds out, but I have got strange howls, even growls, some synthesized sounds which shouldn't exist in that area. They really shouldn't. And almost metallic sounds as well. Not discounting the people that have told me that they've heard strange things also. So when you tell me that your audio equipment has picked up some strange whistles that have been interesting enough to bring it to my attention as well, then yeah, nothing would surprise me. When it comes to that location, I would say expect the unexpected. I hope that helps, mate. You take care. Bye bye.